Well, hello everybody. Patrick Batty with Boomer High here. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds. Just want to double check that sound's coming through on the broadcast, and looking to see if we see some people. Hi Gary, hi Sue. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome to Boomer High. Somebody could just give me a message in the Skype to let me know that you're hearing me okay, and we'll get kicked off. And I want to tell you about my momentary panic here. Let's see, are we broadcasting? I gotta wait to see it show up on my iPad, and I'm still waiting. So we don't seem to be, for some reason, and I've started the broadcast. So stand by for 1 second, okay? 1 sec. Oh, there we go. We're good. Okay. I was a little worried that I embedded the broadcasting correctly, but we are good. There's quite a lag in the broadcast. See it show up on my iPad, and I'm still waiting. But I've got it. We're good. We're good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Boomer High. Welcome to 2015. Exciting year. Lots of fun. I've had a good break over the holidays. We didn't really travel a lot. We generally stayed home. The kids were here for a couple days, and we did a few things, went out to a couple shows and had a lot of fun. But basically, we're ready to roll and really kick off the year in a big way. So first of all, welcome to everybody. Welcome to all you new guys. Welcome to the repeat visitors. I'm going to open up the iPad again just so I can see comments as they come in. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate the letting me know that we're coming through. So that's wonderful. So, 2015, we're kicking things off. For those of you that are brand new, let me tell you what we're all about. We basically, I and my co-host, Marian Herbertson, we have built online businesses over the last couple of years. And what we do is in these shows every week, we share some of the things that we've done to build our own business, and some of the things that have worked for us. Sometimes we talk about some things that didn't work, just really all in a way to help whoever watches and whoever views our shows regularly, hopefully get you guys going faster, and maybe so you don't have to go through exactly all the hurdles that we've gone through, things along that line. Let's see, a couple other new things. I have my new glasses on today. I have to tilt them a bit because they really are reflective. So I tilt them a bit so I'm not giving you a complete copy. See how reflective you're getting my screen in the computer. So I just tilt them a little up so that I don't reflect back so badly. So you know what? Let me kick things off today. Tell you what we'll be doing. I'm not going to share any kind of slide presentation. I'm just going to be talking today about video marketing. Marian's not joining me today. But we're going to be talking about video marketing and how effective it can be for you, and some ideas and tips that I can give you today. Video marketing, I would say, is my primary method of marketing. I've done all different kinds of marketing, lots of videos. I mean, we do these hangouts every week. Done blogging. I've done paid traffic. Paid traffic meaning I've purchased advertisements to come to things that I promoted and things like that. But I would have to say that if I go back and reflect on all my business that I've done especially in a network marketing orientation setting where people are joining people are joining you in your business, or joining you as opposed to just buying a product, people are kind of joining a business. For me anyway, video marketing has been my number one method. How I know that is, well, in some ways I kind of track it based on, I know what links people are joining me from, and I usually put something on there to show it was a video, and if so, maybe even what video. But secondly, I also know it because I talk to everybody that joins. And when I talk to people that join my business, just about everybody that's joined has joined because of a video, and that if they've joined me directly, and when I talk to them, I'll say, you know, hey, where'd you hear about me? I mean, I'm not a big famous guy or anything like that. Where'd you hear about me? And we've got lots of people in our business. Where'd you hear about me? And inevitably, in the last couple years that I've been doing this, people have pretty much almost always, not quite always, but a lot, have said they've seen a video. So to me, you know what? As a guy, you know, I heard today, I'm not a rocket surgeon. Well, look at, I'm no rocket surgeon, but if everybody tells me they joined through my videos, I think I might as well do videos, huh? And I'm, you know, maybe you would learn from that too. I mean, if that's what people like, if that's what people connect with, that's what works, right? So that's what works for me. It's worked for lots of other people, and lots of people do various things. But first of all, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about what we generally do in our business, and you know, whether it's your kind of business or not, I don't know. You might have you know, a small business. You might have a service that you provide. You might have an affiliate marketing offer that you sell by affiliate marketing, meaning you didn't create the product, but you're selling something and you get paid commission. Or you might be in an MLM or network marketing opportunity where people join, and you know, people join you and people join them and people join them and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm a bit of a hybrid and all that. I do some of all of that. And as much as I'd rather not do some of all of that, by doing some of all of that, for me, it keeps things fresh and fun for me. And in general, I'm making a full-time income by the combination of everything I've done. I actually just a half an hour before the show today got a notice that I'm in the leaderboard in our main network marketing opportunity. I'm in a leaderboard right now for what they call all-in sales, and in tie for second position this week. And just saw that, you know, that's pretty cool. And that all-in sales and that is a good commission. So it's not at the base level commission, it's a more advanced one. So to be at that level, and number one, is an honor and a privilege, and frankly, you know, pretty exciting. But secondly, to be at that level and know that basically that the way I generally promote my business is video, is hopefully something that, you know, you can kind of take to the bank and follow up on. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. You know, I'm not trying to give you a major video course all in. You know, we'll be here maybe for an hour, 45 minutes. When it's by myself, I generally be a little bit shorter. But I'm going to talk about video tonight, and also some tips on video. So again, excuse me, I forgot to mention just before I launched our Hangout tonight, I went in and we use Google Hangouts. Excuse me. We use Google Hangouts, and you know, it's fairly easy to launch generally, and I've been doing them for a year. And Boomer High, we've been doing since July every week, so we're used to doing it. Well, I went into Google Hangouts and launched it tonight, and the interface was completely different. And Google changes things up. And here I am like 10 minutes before we're starting, and I'm looking at this thing and saying, what? And there's some pretty wild settings in there that I, you know, kind of panicky had to figure out. But I don't know. I eventually kind of came to the same old interface I was, but I got myself into something that was really different. So it had me a little scrambling very last second. And whereas normally I have everything straight as how I'm going to present it, this time I was just panicking getting our Hangout launched. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on comments and questions here tonight, and then we'll get on with our topic. And then welcome. And I see Shahida Akbar and Sue White, Gary Harper, you know, generally, I think people from all around the world. So again, let me just put that off to the side. But I will encourage you guys to ask some questions tonight, and I'll try to keep an eye on it as much as it won't be displaying on my screen, and I'll look off to the side every so often. So if you forgive me for just doing that, want to just keep an eye out for that. So let's talk about video marketing a little bit, and kind of how to do it. Now, we've talked about creating videos before. I'm not going to give you a big lesson on creating videos. I will tell you one thing. One of the easiest ways to do, if you have a webcam on your computer, is just basically turn on your webcam and press record. And that's generally even how I do a webinar like this. I'm using the webcam on my computer. Now, I use one that is mounted on a little tripod, and why I do that is I can change the angle a little bit. It's not like I'm always looking up at the top of the monitor where the webcam built into the computer is. I'm using one where I can change the angle, show what I want, things like that. I like that. So basically, I'm using a Logitech high definition webcam. It comes across, I believe most of these videos come across pretty clear. Sometimes the live broadcast isn't as clear, but once it's been recorded and rendered, it's very clear, high definition quality. I use that to record a video. I use a smartphone, just my own. This one's called an HTC One, but any smartphone that has video capability, I like using that. This phone will not allow me to have an external microphone on it, but an iPhone will. And I used to have an iPhone, and I liked using the external microphone, which is a little lapel microphone. I actually have it here somewhere in my desk. And it's a little, no, I won't dig it out. Too much digging, but it's what's called a lavalier microphone. The reason I like that when I was recording with my smartphone is because quite often, if you had the phone and you have it away from you or on a tripod, maybe you're at a live event or something like that, the smartphone's great for recording, but the sound gets a little cavernous. It got cavernous in my office, even though this is, 10 by 14 office. Got kind of cavernous in here. Or at a live event, there's lots of background noise and things like that. So I'd recommend one of these little lavalier microphones. Depending on the kind you have, the one I bought was called an Audio Technica. It was like $29. Depending on the kind of smartphone you have, there may be a jack that you need to have it connect properly to your phone as well. This one, unfortunately, I didn't realize when I bought this smartphone, the microphone works from when I put my earphones in it, but it doesn't work at all with the microphone. I don't know why. Like the earphones that have a little built-in mic, that one works, but a standard mic doesn't with the HTC One. I found out subsequent models of the HTC did have it. So anyway, I'm not going to advise on smartphones. All I'll say is videos from a smartphone is fine, or if you any camera these days pretty much has video capability as well. I've also had, I may have it behind me. Oh, here. This is the lavalier microphone that I was talking about. It's a little bit of a tangle here, but effectively it's just a little thing that, and it clips onto your lapel. And it's wired. And this one's like 25 feet of wire, so it's crazy length. And that. So anyway, again, I certainly if you're going to use a smartphone at a live event, that's a neat idea, is to have one of those little microphones, so you can really get good quality sound there, and that as well. So I'm going to talk more about not just how to create a video, though. I'll talk about well, first of all, I would beyond the live video where you yourself are on camera. Other good videos are screen capture videos where you're doing something on your computer and teaching. And we had a session about 3-4 weeks ago where I had Keith Everett on, and Keith has built this whole business pretty much on creating little lessons via video, and using, some of them are screen capture, some he's on camera, but one way or the other, he's teaching people things that he learned. And then if they want to make money based on that kind of technique, he gradually bridges them into his business or whatever, product he's recommending or things like that. So screen capture videos are another good way and another very easy way to do it. And it doesn't have to be an expensive product to do screen capture videos. Now, there are expensive products. Camtasia being one. Camtasia costs, if it's on a PC, I think it's a couple $100. I'm now on a Mac. I've just switched from Mac to from PC to Mac. So now I have ScreenFlow, which I also believe was a couple $100. But here, if you haven't done any screen capture videos, before you go out and rush out and spend $200, I'd recommend a product, one of two products, one called Snagit 12, Snagit 12. It's probably about $29. There's another one called Screencast-O-Matic. And just look up Screencast-O-Matic, and I believe it may be about $12. And believe it or not, Snagit is good for a few things. You can capture images with it too, like cut, something off your screen and save it as an image file. But it also will record small videos too. And Screencast-O-Matic is purely for recording primarily screen capture. And it's a great little tool, and it's $12. I think it might be $12 a year, or maybe $15. So you don't have to go out and spend $200 or $300 for a big, studio quality production type of, video tool to do this kind of stuff. Your smartphone, number one. The flip phones are wonderful for video as well. Again, with flip phones, or Kodak used to have one called a ZI8 or ZI10 or ZI8 or ZI10 that also would take an external microphone. And there you can find those on eBay for like $50. They did a great job. That's actually what I started with and used for my first 2 years doing in this business before I wanted to spend a lot of money on other stuff. So lots of tools, lots of things to do. But the key thing is you want to get some videos out there and now, what do you do with them? What do you do, and where would you put them? Well, I have a couple theories on it, and I have some suggestions that I would put out to you. One, where's the world looking for videos? Generally the world is looking on Google for just about everything, right? Excuse me as I fix these glasses so again they don't glare. Generally, people, when they're searching for something, they're going to search on Google. And I like the idea of putting out videos of things that somebody's going to search for. We'll talk a little bit about that in a while. But whatever it may be, and what they're searching for may be in regards to your business opportunity, or it may be regards to something else. Whatever it is, when people are looking for something and they want to see something or learn something, they're going to type it into the search engine. Google is one place on its own that you want to be discovered, right? And, by its nature, in the search engine rankings, we'll have a bunch of listings to web pages on the web on various websites, okay? Sometimes in the Google rankings, they will include some videos, okay? Sometimes, not all the time. It's funny, I can't tell you that I see any standard, but I know sometimes when you'll search, you won't see it in their video, or you won't see it in the general listing. So then when you do a search, you can then click on up above, you can say, I want to look at videos, and then it'll find just videos. Just like when you can search for just images or anything based on the menu at the top of the search. So, but sometimes, and the ones I get excited about is when I see that Google has a video there in the general search. Well, can you imagine if it's a general search thing that somebody's looking for that's related to the business you're doing, or related to whatever it is you're trying to promote? Could be anything that you're trying to promote, and you have a video there. When people look on a search, well, let me do a screen share here 1 second. I'll try to do that. Now, normally, again, because I have the Hangout going, it may get a little awkward, but we're going to give this a see. Let me open up a new window altogether and turn on my screen share and start sharing. Okay. So you should be seeing right now, I'm looking at Google. So I'm gonna do a little search here of some kind of random thing, absolutely no script at all. Let's say it's, let's take an idea of making money from home. Okay, somebody's looking for making money from home. And so put that in. And there we go. This is what I'm talking about. So in general, so here's the topic. Okay. And again, whether you want to rank for something like that or not, I mean, look at the number of, by the way, look at the number of listings that it's got for that term. It's technically the listings for those words anyway, but anyway, the number of listings, 561 million. And the top results here, just so you know, are advertising. So people are paying to advertise. I won't click on them, but if I did, that guy would be paying some money for me to do that. Then you've got somebody, look at this. This guy's got a winning thing. He's the very first listing for the term make money from home. Well, that is probably worth a lot of money. I'm not going to click on it. I'm not going to go there. Don't want to distract, but that's probably worth a lot of money because there will be a lot of people search for that term. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Okay. But what I was interested in is if I'm talking video, I really want to have a video here that will catch people's attention. Because if you look at all these listings, what gets somebody's attention? Oh, a video. Because why? Well, people are lazy. People don't want to read. People don't, they want somebody to tell them something or show something, right? Now, maybe many times people will read, but I would say a lot of times people will get attracted to a video. Okay, so the key thing I like about that is the video differentiates itself very nicely, and it gets people's attention. The higher up on the page it is, the better, and sometimes it'll be right up at the top here under the ads. But I just think in general, people will go to videos. Now, Google also has stats that more people go to the first listing than to the next one, then to the next one, and that. In other words, the number of people that go to these things goes down based on the amount, or based on the position. Okay, but it's also a combination of that. It's a combination of what's it saying in the title. How relevant is that to what the guy was looking for? Make money from home. Okay. And you can see on all of these, the word make money from home is not necessarily there, but pretty close. So far, it's in every one. It's not in that one. But you'll see it says make money here and it's make money there, and it has at home. But in general, you're seeing make money from home or make money at home or something like that across the board. So what the point I'm trying to make is, though, what's going to get somebody's attention is video in many cases. Sometimes you'll also, though, see that there won't be a video there. Okay. And so what you can also do is, click on the link up here and see videos. And again, you're going to see a lot of, these are all videos. Some of them will be, and most of them, in fact, in most cases, will probably be from YouTube. And some will be on, some websites and things like that. Okay. So the idea that I'm suggesting is a way to get more business for yourself, for your business, whatever it may be, is number one, record a video. And number two, get it shown and get it displayed where people will see it. Okay. To me, primarily, people will see it here when they search in Google. They may see it here if they click on the videos. They want to see a video specifically. And then finally, in YouTube itself. All right. And just like you can search in Google, you can search directly on YouTube. And now, again, I don't know the volume of people searching on YouTube versus versus Google. I know YouTube is massive in terms of traffic, and I also know, when people are specifically looking in YouTube, they're obviously looking for videos because that's what it's all about, right? So in general, I would say what you want to do is put videos into YouTube and then do what you can to get them ranked in YouTube. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And get them ranked in YouTube. And if you really get them ranked well in YouTube, there's a possibility, especially if it's the first 1 or 2 videos in YouTube, that it will be picked up also on the web page, which is, again, it's generally the default place people are searching. Okay, one of the highest ranked ones will get picked up in YouTube. Okay, so if you're looking to bring more business to yourself, to your business, you want to put some videos out there, and the first place I would suggest you put them is YouTube. Okay, and then we'll do what we can about the ranking. Now I'm going to tell you some things about, I just don't want to check my clock here, tell you some things about how to get them ranked in YouTube, some basic steps, and then maybe some more advanced steps. I'll use one of these examples, one of these videos maybe as an example without picking on anybody. Let's just take a look at one here. Now, in general, when I do videos, I do personalized videos. You will see people will have things like that. This person may come up here. Yeah, she is. That's good. She's coming up. So I like the idea that it's a bit of an odd perspective there on that video, and the shape is wrong. There's something kind of messy about it. Let's look at a better looking one here. Just go back. And this is something off of a TV show. I mean, this kind of stuff to me always turns me off, honestly. It's just, if anything jumps out at me as scam and junk, it's stuff like this with the dollars and dollar trees and all that. This looks pretty good. I don't know what this woman has to say, but let me have a look. Okay, there we go. And so she's got a video talking about something, whatever it may be. And frankly, whether it's her promoting it or somebody else, you don't really know until you watch it. It may, people hire themselves to do this kind of stuff too, but at least that video is working. So I want to talk a little bit about actually getting a video ranked out there. And again, most of mine, it's like I'm on camera. I'm either on camera myself, just like I am in a webinar, or I'm on camera doing a screen capture. Again, it'll be my voice. I may not be on it, or maybe I'll have a little, the video of myself in the bottom corner of the screen capture where I'm sharing and teaching something. Okay, so I wanted to talk about really how to get something ranked in Google. And we're not going to do extensive training on it because I just can't do it in the amount of time, but I will do some very, very high level things and offer you some advice. The very first thing we talked about earlier was the ranking for a particular search term. And I'm just double checking on questions and things. Hey, Mary, Hyacinth, great. More people. That's nice. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what it is you want to do in your video, number one. And maybe I'll try to give you this in maybe 5 or 6 bullets. What do you want to accomplish in your video? What are you looking for? Are you looking for somebody to buy something? Are you looking for somebody to opt in to a particular lead capture page, maybe? Become a lead in your system so that they'll get ongoing emails or be transferred to something else, maybe a sales page, whatever. But first, so basically, you want to understand what you want to accomplish from your video. What is it? Because why you want to do that is because it'll determine a little bit about what you're going to say, isn't it? I mean, if you want them to join your business, and well, you'll probably talk about yourself and your business and explain it a little bit. and then join your business by, clicking the link below, or you can actually embed links right on the YouTube video now. If you get your account up to a certain level. So click the link below, or click this link, and you can even just have the video or the name of the website or name of the domain name on the video, and so they'll see that as well. But the objective is, what do you want to accomplish? So let's assume you know what you accomplished. Let's give the example of, you want somebody at the end of the video to click the website, and they're going to click the website to opt in to an email list that you've already set up and created. Okay. If you don't know what that is, you can, look up the term opt-in pages or an email marketing, or check any of the other webinars we have on Boomer High, which you'll see a link up above to all our past episodes. We've covered that a lot in some of those episodes. So you figure out what it is that you want to accomplish. Let's say theoretically we want them to opt in to whatever it is. Next is, you want to figure out, well, what's the term you want to have your video about? What is it that you want? I mean, was it that term, like we said, make money from home? If that's what you're looking for, fair enough. What I would suggest you do is do a little bit of keyword research on that term. What I mean, I'm not going to teach you a lot about keyword research, but I will recommend you do a little search later on. If you don't know about keyword research, you do a little search about the term keyword research. You'll find all kinds of videos right here in YouTube to teach you a bit more about it. And basically, keyword research is the technique of, number one, helping you find the terms that you can market to. Next, determine how competitive those terms are. Number three, determine how much volume you could potentially get in search traffic if you got yourself ranked really high for that keyword. All of those, and how relevant is the keyword to, what you're doing, whatever it may be. So without getting into a long, spiel about keyword research, you probably would use Google's keyword tool. If you search that, you'll see more information about that. You'll plug in an example like make money from home in the keyword tool. It'll tell you the amount of traffic that would get. It may also, you can ask for more suggested keywords. Now, I would tell you the term make money from home, let's face it, there have been people trying to rank for that term since the internet existed, and it's probably one of the most competitive terms there are on here. Now, if you get yourself ranked really high, you're going to get a lot of viewers. If you take a look at these viewers, 277,000 times this video has been watched. 71,000 times, 4,000 times, 155, 77. So by being ranked on the top for such a term that people want, it's great. Okay. But you got to realize it's extremely competitive. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it's not easy, right? Because there's probably 1 million people trying to rank for that term around the world. Okay. So there's only one person at top. There's lots of positions though. Like I've got mine set. I think I see 20 on a page when I do a search. That's something that can be set, whether what you have. But basically, the idea is rank for a term. Now, the longer the keyword, in most cases, you could be adding a couple extra words here. Now, maybe you live in let's say Texas, and your business is really more oriented towards local. Make money from home in Texas, frankly, will be an easier term to rank for because not as many people are going to compete, but it'll also bring less volume. Okay, just as an example here, look at I put that in, make money from home in Texas. Remember the before, it doesn't show it here. I'd have to put it in Google to get the total number of searches or number of pages. Remember, we also had 277 views before. Look at these. This has been viewed 30 times, 374 times, 238 times, 2 times. So we're all of a sudden into probably something that's much less competitive, but also something that even if you do get ranked high, will not necessarily bring you as much traffic. Now, I'm in Canada. Canada's a little bit bigger than Texas. Even that, look at the volume, still not that high, but at least 1,600 people. I would think in most cases, here, this one's 10,000 views. This one's only 33. It's only 1 month old, by the way, whereas this is 2 years, 1 year. Okay. And you can see lots of people are trying to rank for that term. So, effectively, the longer the term now, the easier it's going to be to rank for. Okay. In general, the longer the term, the easier it'll be to rank for. Basically, they call that long tail keywords. And if you just Google that, you'll see more information about it. So if you just tried to rank for the term make money, I mean, you'll drive yourself crazy, but there will be lots of people on top. If you don't get quite so greedy and try to rank for something a little bit longer, maybe the 3 words, 4 words, 5 or 6, you may not get as much traffic, but the chance of you getting to the top is a lot more likely. Okay. And that's what I would definitely suggest, especially when you're new. Use things like 4 or 5 words as your keyword and get yourself to the top on something. It may not bring you all that much traffic, but if you think of it, if you can get to the top for that keyword and then you do, 50 videos about whatever it is you're talking about with slightly different keywords, and you're on top for 50 videos, that's going to bring you collectively a lot of traffic. And you won't just be wasting your time by trying to rank for this high volume one that chances are you'll never get to. Because if you're not there, if you're not on page 1 or 2, nobody's going to see it. Nobody will see it at all. And there could be 1 million people searching for the keyword, but I guarantee you not many people are going beyond page 1 or 2 in YouTube or Google or anything. Okay. So my suggestion is try to rank for things that bring you some value, that are relevant to what you're doing, but that are easy enough to do. Okay. And you'll learn more about that when you do Google things like the Google Keyword Planner or Keyword Tool and things along that line. You'll see all that. You don't have to buy a product to do this at all. There's, there are products, but you don't need one. They generally will just extract information from the Google tool anyway. They may do a little bit of automation or sorting and sifting, but in general, you can see how competitive things are just by looking in the keyword tool. Now, again, I'm not going to take the time to go into the keyword tool tonight, but I just wanted to give you that as some incentive to go out and do one. Now, let's talk about what else to do, though. When you upload a video to YouTube, if you're ranking for a keyword, such as this here, make money from home in Canada, what I would do this is a little bit of a ninja thing that is so counterintuitive, and you wouldn't think it would matter. When you record your video, whether it's on your smartphone or on your desktop, using your screen capture video, whatever it is that you're using to record the video, when you save that file, it'll save it as like an MP4 file or .movie file or whatever, whatever. If you're on a PC, I don't know what it would be, but generally MP4. But it'll save it with some kind of oddball file name like, image123.mp4. Okay, it gives it an odd file name. When you put it onto your PC, before you upload it to YouTube, change the file name to be the keyword. So if it's make money from home in Canada is the keyword, rename the file to make money from home in Canada.mp4. Simple as that. Sounds ridiculous. So why would it matter? You're uploading the video. We're going to talk about the titles and all that next. But believe it or not, they know that when you've named it that it's more relevant to that keyword. It's just one factor. You also may be able to, if you right click on the video, add some properties in the video, some things to describe it and all that. Now, I'm not on a PC, can't really do it on my Mac here, but if you right click, you can add some properties to describe it. And again, I would put the make money from home in Canada or whatever your keyword is in those properties, just once or twice in one or two of the properties. And what it's doing is that file is just so laser targeted on that keyword that that's a first step, a very good first step in the right direction to making sure that YouTube and Google know that that's what your video is about. Okay. Next is when you add a video, you're going to add a description to the video. Let's just take a look at one of them here. Here's this. How can I make money from home in Canada? Let's just open that up. Okay. I'm sharing that. Again, regardless of what this is all about, there's a description here. And what I can say is, from my experience, things you'd want to do is make sure that your keyword is in your title, first of all. I tend to always put the keyword at the beginning of the title. In other words, make money from home in Canada. I would actually skip the how can I, although maybe they're trying to rank for that term, which is a good term. In fact, look at they are. You can see the how here. But if I was trying to rank for make money in home in Canada, I'd start the video or start the term with, or start the title with whatever it is. So at least start it. Now, I wouldn't only do that. I wouldn't just have that in the key title. I'd have something else, something to kind of get people's attention, to get them to come to the video, okay? Or maybe to describe a little bit more about what to do, a little bit of a call to action, things like that. But definitely you want whatever the search term is that you want to rank for at the beginning of your title. I would be also saying it in the video right away as soon as somebody plays it, they want to know that you're going to answer whatever it was they were looking for. Okay. And so I'd put it in there as well. Okay. But definitely in the title. The next thing is, you're going to want to also put it in the description. Now, this person's got this massive description. And I'll tell you a couple things they are doing here that is good. They've got it again right here at the beginning of the description. And again, they're trying to rank for how to make money from home in Canada. But you put it right there. Whatever link you want to promote, I would put that next, right underneath that or above it, one or the other. You want them in the first two lines so it's visible when it's in the listings and things like that. But you want people to be able to see what you're trying to do. So if it's an opt-in page or a sales page or whatever it is, you want them to see that link, okay? I would also say you'd probably don't want to stuff that keyword throughout the article, but you want to have it a few more times. Now, this is very long for a description in a YouTube video, but it's obviously working for this person, for that particular term, okay? I don't know that the video is all that good. They've had 1,600 views and only one person's liked it and one person's disliked it. It's not a great testament to the actual video. But the idea is you're going to want to put a description in again that's relevant. Now, my descriptions usually aren't that long. They're usually a paragraph or two, okay? A couple other things that you may consider doing is if you have other videos in your channel that are relevant to the topic or within your YouTube account, you could put links to those videos right in the text here as well. Google loves links, and links from here over. You can see this person's done that. Links from here to other pages are helpful in your rankings. I would even suggest you might even want to put a link back to itself. In other words, you grab this link once you've saved your video, and then grab the link from up top from the particular video, go back in and then edit your video and put that link back in there. Again, links within the site, within YouTube, are really considered really good links by YouTube. They want people to kind of stay in YouTube. And so links within there are valuable as well. Okay, so that's a couple ideas on that. I'm going to go a couple more minutes to give you some other ideas as well. Now, again, I do like YouTube videos to get traffic. Why would I put videos on YouTube versus any of the private sites? There are private sites out there like Vimeo and Wistia and other video hosting sites. Why I would put them in YouTube and in for any reason would be traffic, because that's what's going to get ranked. That's, again, when we looked up video there, they weren't all, when I looked up videos, they aren't all YouTube, but you'll see I use Vimeo for some things and I don't see any Vimeo video listings there. YouTube owns Google, or Google owns YouTube, so I think they're a little partial to things in YouTube. So YouTube is public as far as people seeing it, and it's effective as far as ranking, but there's also a danger, and the danger is that people, if they don't like your account, they can give it a thumbs down. That's okay, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be somebody who won't like something. Honestly, some of the most innocuous posts I've ever done, one that said, hey, do you have any questions? In an email I sent one, and I just wondered if you have any questions or if there's anything I can do to help you out. And somebody put a complaint in because I asked if there was something I could do to help them out. So there's always going to be some odd people complaining about things, and you don't know. But the thing I don't like about YouTube is, if you get complaints, and you get a few complaints, and people flag your videos or report your videos, YouTube can actually just take down your entire YouTube account. Okay, and it's happened to many, many, many people. And so why I even resorted to using some other services was because of that. I didn't want that to happen. Now, I've been fortunate; it's not happened to me. But I do use other services for videos that I think may be contentious, or gradually moving more videos over to some of these other services. But the problem, again, with them is you're not going to get taken down or flagged. You can actually with Vimeo, not with the one called Wistia, Wistia. They're fine with any kind of online marketing, business marketing, network marketing, MLM. They're good with that. The problem is I don't see them ranking in the search engines so well. Although they do rank in the search engines well if you embed their videos on a website. Okay. Now, that's not what I'm really talking about tonight. I'm talking about getting ranked for a raw, just a plain video without having to put it on a website. But if you do want to get ranked on a website with your video, like you're putting your video on a website and want to get it ranked that way, Wistia is probably the best solution out there for that. So again, none of these, no affiliate links. I'm not, anything. That's just a safe solution with very good SEO capability, and one where you aren't risking getting your account taken down. So anyway, so what do you do to prevent yourself from getting hit with somebody getting your whole account taken down on YouTube? Well, there's a couple different things. Keep videos in separate channels, because at first cut, they would take down a channel. So you can have multiple channels, any number of channels within an account. So you can have multiple channels, and you can even make a channel specific to a search term. So, you could do a make money from home in Canada or wherever you are channel. And that will actually even help the SEO when you upload your video that's relevant to it and things like that. So first cut people, they tend to take down a channel versus an account, but they still can take down an entire account. So if you have all these videos in YouTube in one account, you are you're still always a little exposed, because again, a few people complain, they take down your account. You've got a mechanism for them to go back and reconsider, but it's not easy. And I don't know if you ever end up getting to a live person. I don't think you really do, but you get to email something in and say there's nothing in violation. But I haven't gone through it, and other people have. So lots of people have. So anyway, the issue I'm suggesting is if you're looking to rank a website that has an embedded video, the safest way is to embed it directly on the website, or use a video host if you have video hosting in your website hosting, or to put it on a company like Wistia and then embed it into the website. Okay. But if you're looking for traffic, still YouTube is the way to go. So the other solution is to have separate YouTube accounts. Now, that's a lot of hassle. I'll admit that's a lot of hassle. And not everybody will do it. But if you're trying to make a living at it, and it's a full-time living that you're trying to make, that hassle may be well worth it, because at least then, if you spread your videos out over a bunch of different accounts, each one will have its own email address and so forth. Then at least if something happens, you're only losing one site, one account with the videos on that one. Some people even go to the extent of a separate account for every video. Honestly, that's more hassle than I want to deal with. And I just haven't done that. So that's kind of it in general, though. So the other thing I may suggest as just a high level idea for you as you're creating your description, I don't want you to go in and copy from the top one, but you want to kind of take a look at what they're doing. Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
And I'm not, basically take a look at the category they put the video in. Take a look at the kind of text on the ones that are ranking high. You can even, on a video, you can even right click on it and learn some stuff.
Okay, so growing a successful business is hard.
I can't do it on my Mac, whereas I could on my PC. But you can generally right click, see the source code, and you can find things like the keywords they're looking for. And I didn't mean to have that pop up. The keywords they're looking for, the tags they're using, things along that line. And if you do some of the keywords and tags that the top ones are ranking for, not only will it maybe help you to rank, it also may make your video be one of the, when this one's done, it's going to suggest some related videos. And if you're using the same tags as some of the top ones, you may just have one of the related videos that it'll show to people when they get through with that one. So it's a little bit of a kind of a ninja secret that way too, that the more, you don't want to copy their text, but if you're closely related to what they're talking about and they're ranked number one, you might just be able to get yours tagged on at the end as another suggested video because of how relevant your material is, your text, okay, your text to the first one. Okay, Google never knows what's in your video. They don't know the content of your video. They only know how you describe your video. They know the title, they know the file names, they know the file attributes, and they know the text in your thing. Okay, and so that's kind of it in general. I still market on YouTube. I'm not going to sit around and jinx myself by talking about not getting banned, because you can get banned any day, right? But I do have spread my videos now around multiple accounts, and I've even using, again, multiple services. I've done a lot on Vimeo. I'm gradually switching to Wistia as well, because it costs a bit more, but I think it's the safest way to go in general. Let me think. I'm just going to double check here and see if there are any questions coming up, because I've kind of rambled on about it a bit, but I'm hoping you guys have got some stuff. Yeah, Gary, thank you. Yes, EN has video hosting. Absolutely true. For those that don't know EN, that's Empower Network, and most of us are in the people that are regulars here are in that. Sue, good. Yours has been fine. Good. Oh, or I guess that's regarding Deb was only getting a black screen. I hope it's kicked in, but everybody else has got it. Oh, good. See, I see you're there now. So yeah, Power Network has video hosting too. Now again, that's like embedding it on a website as opposed to just ranking the video. So I would equate it to that, to similar to using something like Wistia. I have multiple, Empower Network sites, but I have other sites as well. That's why I've gone with a third-party one. But some of the tips I've given you is basically the idea is, first of all, you just do some videos. I didn't really talk about the biggest value of videos. It's not just the traffic. It's the fact that, people get to know you. People get to hear from you. Now, my videos, by the way, aren't an hour like my Hangouts. My Hangout's an hour. My videos, I am trying to keep my videos to 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. And that's actually important because if I'm wanting to rank for a keyword and get somebody's attention, the objective isn't to get them to watch my video for 15 minutes. The objective is to get them to watch my video. So in my video, I can grab their attention and get them to click on whatever I'm suggesting them to do, get them to do whatever my call to action is. So even though I take an hour on a Hangout to teach this kind of thing, in my videos, I want to take about 2 minutes, maybe 3 tops, because people will leave before you get your call to action if you don't do it. And the fact, if people leave your videos, a lot of people leave your videos early. Say we have a 3-minute video and everybody's leaving after 60 seconds. Guess who knows that? Well, Google knows that, or YouTube knows that. Okay. And if people are leaving your videos after 60 seconds, if everybody's leaving after 60 seconds, guess what happens to your video rankings? Yep. It goes down. Okay. So the longer people stay to completion, the bigger percentage they stay will help your video rankings. So if you're doing a 15-minute video to explain your network marketing business, and everybody's only staying about 3 minutes, you may rank for real high for a few days, and gradually that will go down and down and down and down. So I suggest you try to keep those videos really, really tight. The ones that you're trying to get ranked for in the search engines, you want to keep very tight. Now, ones that you're going to send out maybe via your emails could be a lot more descriptive. In other words, you've captured emails and now you have a follow-up. Well, that could be more lengthy because you could be explaining more then, and you're not worried that those are those aren't ones that you're trying to rank in the search engines. They're trying to explain something in more detail to people that are already on your list. Okay. So those can be longer if you want, but definitely the ones that you want to get ranked, I would keep them short. One, so that a higher percentage will stay through completion, or at least stay till your call to action. Okay. And that. So with that, I think that's kind of covered. I just want to see if anybody had any questions. If you do, please, I'm going to hang in here for a minute. Gary, movie maker on a PC. Okay, cool. Just want to see if anybody has any questions that I can answer about it. And if not, I think we'll end it tonight. I'm going to enjoy Bonnie will be home shortly. She's out a little bit doing some shopping right now, but I can show her that I'm number 2 on the leaderboard for all-in sales right now, and which is pretty cool. And I'm excited about that. We'll have a glass of wine tonight. And with that though, it's been an hour, and I think I wanted to have this presented a little bit clearer, but I hope I've given you some valuable points this evening. I want to, I like doing this generally with another person, but I think I've covered it. Let me summarize though, maybe is the best way. You probably want to get videos on YouTube so you can get some traffic. I suggest you figure out what you want to accomplish by that video before you even record the video. Okay. I suggest you even figure out the keyword that you want to rank for before you record the video. Why that is because you should mention it right at the beginning of your video. In other words, if somebody's saying ways to make money from home or ways to make money from home in Canada, well, then right at the beginning of the video, you want to tell the guy that it's relevant. Hey, are you looking for ways to make money at home in Canada? Boom, 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 boom. Put it right away. They know that they're in the right spot. They know that you've got the information that they're looking for. Put it right in there. So figure out what it is that you want to do and figure out the keyword before you even record the video. Okay. Just ways to record videos. Again, I would suggest your computer webcam is great. I like having a portable webcam on my computer so I can change my viewing angles so it's just not looking down at me. Make sure you have some bright lighting in your office if you're doing webcam videos. I shouldn't be wearing a hat. But I think my lighting's bright enough in this office anyway. But if it was a dark office, it would shade my head quite a bit. But I think the office is generally bright enough. Screen capture videos, the tools I was talking about would be Snagit 12, cheap product, about $29. Screencast-O-Matic, even cheaper product. I think it's $15 a year. Does a really good job. Okay. And then the more expensive products are things like, I guess Movie Maker, as you mentioned, Gary. I don't know if that's free in Windows or not. Again, I've kind of gotten away from Windows, so I don't know, or if you have to buy it, but I assume it's not expensive. It might be free. More expensive ones on PC would be Camtasia. Why it's more expensive? It has a lot more editing capability, and I use Camtasia. And now I've just recently transitioned over to ScreenFlow. By the way, they look the same. Somebody copied from somebody else. I just don't know who. Okay, but they look pretty similar and work well. So they have a lot of editing capability. You can add things like audio tracks in the background, images at the end of the video, or a banner overlay, maybe what they call a lower third, kind of below your head, like across here, where you could have your website name, things like that. They have the capability in those tools to do that kind of thing. I don't know. I can't remember if Screencast has that or Snagit has that. Okay. So anyway, you record your video, keep it a short video, know your topic, mention your topic at the beginning, make sure you have a call to action, probably put a lower third in there with your website name so it'll actually show up. That way people, by the way, if anybody copies your videos, at least you've got your name on it. People will copy your videos. People will embed them on websites. I've seen mine on all kinds of sites. So at least if I have my website name on it, they can copy the video all they want because I'm mentioning the site name and I'm showing it in the video. That's cool. People copy it. It's just more traffic to you, right? They may, if they copy it and upload it to YouTube, if they actually upload the identical video, YouTube will reject it. Some people, though, copy it and add a little extra track at the end so it's a little bit different, and things like that happen. It's just the way it is. People are weird. So that's it. So look, I think that'll be it. I've gone a little long tonight, but I wanted to cover all that. That's a lot of training for one night. I should have had a more of a presentation, but it's an interactive thing. Oh, I should have had myself on camera for the last half hour probably, but it's okay. Let me just switch off the screen captures, stop sharing. And back to me. There we go. Sorry about that. And so that's kind of it. That kind of gives you an idea about how we do it, how we generally do it. The cool thing about video is, guys, you literally, I said a 2-minute video. Wow. How many 2-minute videos could you create tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know. I know one guy who said he did 300 videos last week in about 3 or 4 days. I don't know how he did that. But seriously, if you took a little task of creating 10 2-minute videos a day for a few weeks, think of all of the potential web traffic you have, right? Every one of those videos with slightly different keyword, and that is the foundation for a business. And the cool thing is, it's not like you're an absolute stranger then when people see you talk about your business. They've seen you. They've heard your voice. They know you. You know, they know you. You don't know them yet, but they know you. And I'll tell you, some people are pretty excited when they finally get to talk to you after they've seen a number of your videos. It makes you feel like a little bit of a celebrity in our little mini way, right? So it's kind of fun that way. So a bunch of 2-minute videos. You start building a library of those, put them in YouTube, whether you open up multiple accounts, I don't know, or multiple channels, that's totally up to you. But the key thing is get the word out there of whatever your business is. It's as simple as that. I find video more effective. Look, and I know I don't have a face for video, or I have too much of one. Okay, so that's okay. I mean, I would say if I looked a lot better, it would probably be better, but that's the way it is. I face that, and I'm not worried about it. The key thing is there's lots of people out there, and some people will like you. I would say simple as that. So don't be self-conscious about it. Just do it. You know, as long as you're an ethical marketer and ethically promoting what you do, don't worry about, I mean, I like to generally shave when I do them, although it's a little gray today. But you know, don't worry about it. You just get over that part. As soon as you've recorded one video, the second one's a lot easier. And after that, I mean, it just starts to, it's like downhill. It just rolls downhill. So a bunch of 2-minute videos, get the word out there. People will get to know you. You know, they'll like, some of them will like you. Hopefully most of them will like you. And you just, you know, you're just really building a solid foundation for your business. So with that, guys, I'm going to end it tonight. I do want to thank you for all the regulars that come in here. It's so cool. It's a lot of fun that we see a lot of regulars. We also see a couple newcomers every week. By the way, for those of you who are in iPass, also Boomer High is going to be added as a separate iPass show. So if you you're in iPass, Marion and I, you know, Marion's my co-host in Boomer High. We're not only going to be broadcasting here on the Boomer High website every Wednesday night, we'll also be broadcasting through the iPass TV. So we've been approved for our own channel or show. And I don't know if we'll be doing a separate broadcast or the same one every week. I mean, the same, you know, just recording it one time and then uploading it there or not, don't know. But good news, because effectively it means we've got a much bigger, much wider audience. And you know what? We love helping people. These are all people that they're already in the business. They're already in what I'm promoting. So I'm not trying to sell them things, but if I can help people out, and I think it all comes back. And so the more people we help out, the better off we all are. And it seems to reflect well in my own business too, and Marion's. So it's pretty exciting. And I do appreciate the congratulations and thank you. And again, for all of you guys who are regulars here, I want to thank you all. Stay safe. We'll be back next week. And again, we're on a regular schedule again. The only time we may not be is the week of the Live Empower Network event. We'll have to determine that based on schedule, but which is the last week or the 23rd. I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine anyway. So it looks like we're on a weekly schedule every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Those of you guys that are in the business, great. If you aren't in the business and you want to start building an online business, there's a little button down below. It's a $7 trial to the system that many of us are in. And I'll tell you what, it's a great system. It's been the foundation for a full-time business for me and many, many others. You know, let me give a commission disclaimer. I've earned over $3,500 in the last month from that business alone. Not everybody earns that. You know, the disclaimer is you kind of get it, the potential's there to earn a lot of money. There are people that earn more than that. There are people that earn less than that. There are people that earn zero. The cool thing is you get paid based on what you sell, and the system kind of takes care of a lion's share of the selling. So all you have to do is promote the business. Okay. So there's a link down below there. It says, you know, click here to start your online business or whatever it says in that green banner immediately below this video. If you want to get going and at least have a 7-day trial to a system to see what it's all about and then decide if you really want to make it a big business for yourself, just click that button. Watch the videos that'll come through next. watch that video. The video will be about 5 minutes long, and then you decide. And it's a 7-day trial for $7. Okay. Once you do that, if you're in the system, you're all set. Just watch the training in the system. It'll teach you exactly what you have to do. Okay. That's really cool. It's exciting. It works. You know, I'm doing well with it. Marion's doing well with it. A lot of the people that join our Hangouts regularly are doing well with it as well. And effectively, you don't have to become a salesman to promote that business. You just have to share your affiliate link in the business and then let the system take care of the selling for you. So it's very good business, very neat business. We're doing well. We're having fun with it. And you know what? It's fun when you're making money too. So that's cool too. So click the link below if you want to get started. We'll see you next week on Boomer Hive. Again, for all you regulars, thank you for showing up again, and have a safe week. Have a profitable week. And we'll see everybody again next Wednesday for another edition of Boomer Hive. All the best. I'm going to just have a little music here to fade out. Let me get something. That was a little different. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you all next week.